Most people don't have a lack of answers to the challenges in their lives, but many of us lack ways to find these answers. You have a problem or a goal, or just this vague feeling that something in your life is not quite how you want it to be, and your brain usually does something like this. What should I do? What is the perfect answer? What if I choose wrong? And the worse the problem gets, the more stuck you feel. If this sounds familiar, trust me, you're not alone. We've all been there. Recently, I came up with this stupid simple strategy that makes it much easier to come up with ideas when you're in such a situation. But before I show you what it is, let's look at why we so often get and stay stuck. The problem is that most people ask questions that are way too vague. How do I fix my sleep? How do I stop procrastinating? How do I improve my life? These questions are so big that your brain has no idea where to start. But when you break a problem into simple categories, then suddenly your brain starts giving you answers. Alright, let's look at the strategy. I call it air it out. Air stands for add, improve, remove. Whenever you want to change something, just ask yourself 3 simple questions. What could I add? What could I improve? What could I remove? That's it. And if you're thinking this sounds almost too simple, wait until you see what happens when you actually use it. Let me show you. This is Stickman. He's exhausted all the time. He wants better sleep. If he asks, how do I sleep better? He probably comes up with shoulder shrugs. But watch what happens when he airs it out. What could he add? How about morning sunlight, white noise, reading before bed? What could he improve? Bedtime consistency, room darkness, evening routine. What could he remove? Late caffeine, phone in the bed, staying up too late. Now, instead of one giant overwhelming problem, he suddenly has 9 possible solutions. And this is where most people realize the problem was never that they had no ideas. The problem was that they were asking the wrong questions. How about we try procrastination? Most people think procrastination means that they're lazy, but sometimes they don't need motivation. They just need a better way to think. Here's Stick Girl. What could she add to overcome procrastination? How about a timer, some accountability, maybe a reward? What could she improve? Maybe the size of the first step, the plan, or her workspace. How about what could she remove? Maybe distractions, her phone, and the idea that everything has to be perfect. Now, suddenly, instead of feeling trapped, she has some options. And here's where this gets interesting. Because air it out doesn't just work for sleep or procrastination, it works for almost anything. Your health, your money, relationships, your purpose, your whole life. If your life is not where you want it to be, just ask, what should I add? What should I improve? What should I remove? You can even try using the 5 one and done strategy with this. I'll leave a link to that video in the description and the pinned comment so you can check it out. Remember, you don't need to completely reinvent yourself. Sometimes your next breakthrough is just one add away, or one improve away, or one remove away. That is why I love this strategy, because it's simple but powerful. You don't need the perfect answer, you just need some more possible answers. So grab a piece of paper, write, add, improve, remove. Then pick one thing in your life and air it out. Let's do a quick one together. Right now, I'm trying to gain more subscribers so I can continue sharing simple little strategies like this. So, what do you think I could add? What do you think I could improve? And what do you think I could remove? Leave your ideas in the comments. And to get us started, I could add you. So if you want to see more stupid simple strategies like this, make sure you hit subscribe.